So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the 15 million damage DPS build that I put out on Nothing But Skills 2.0. A lot of you guys had the question, you can't get 15 million to proc. Well, you need a couple things to happen for it to perfectly work that way, right? So let's go right here. So first thing is, the reason why we run the gunner class is because there's a couple things that are going to help you, right? Number one, rate of fire increases by 5% on kill for 5 seconds. And what that allows you is you're going to be able to get a little bit more rate of fire, increasing the damage output that you're putting. Also, right here it says 10% weapon handling while not moving. So if we're not moving, obviously we're going to aim a lot better, right? So that's just one thing for you guys to keep in mind, these two things. And then obviously right here, every third reload is 50% faster. So if everything simultaneously procs, we should be able to hit 15 million, and that's with us hitting all our crits, right? So you definitely want to make sure that. So we're gonna go right here, you got normal, you got veteran, and we're gonna put it on named. Then you want to make sure you pock that, right? And then I'm gonna hit this over here. So to get that 5% rate of fire, I can hit here and then jump here, and it should automatically, I should be able to hit 15 million DPS, but that is obviously with my turret going off, hitting, keeping in sync. So we're gonna keep that over there. And you know, and every time I do this, I will continue to reset the DPS so it's not stacked on top of each other, because a lot of you guys asked that question, right? So let's see if we can pull this off. Let's get that over there. All right, so let's build up focus real quick. So you can see we have 0 DPS. $15 million. So there you go. So that's what I was telling you. If you look at my last hit, it's 551. But the thing that you have to remember, for you to hit all of those at once, is you need to make sure that you're critting, right? Like, because my crits are really going to allow me. So let's hit this shot over here. So you're seeing we're crits 985,000. So ideally, we need to make sure that we're constantly hitting all of our crits, right? And you got to make sure that it's on the 5 meters, because the mask is giving us 25%. So if we look at the crits, 937. We need to make sure that we're consistently critting. So if your crit damage isn't high enough, if your crit chance isn't high enough, obviously you're not going to be critting as much. Now we have 53% crit hit chance, so we need to make sure that we're constantly hitting the crit hit damage. 167 plus the 25% we get from the exotic mask, right? Because if you look at our mask, if you head over here, you have the Coyote's mask, and that gives you 25% crit hit damage. And that's how we're able to hit 15 million. And I'll pull it up one more time, because I had a lot of people in the last video say there's no way they're hitting that. I'm only hitting 12. And I'll show you my full build breakdown, that way you guys can see. So let's grab that. You can see we have 0 DPS. I already started building the stack. Just so you guys remember, like if you get a kill right here, right, say you get a kill and you zoom in, and as long as you stay holding the trigger down, whatever your zoom in trigger is, it will constantly keep focus procs. It's a little trick you guys can do. So I'm gonna send this over here. So we got that over there. We are ready. So if you guys are ready for this, let's try to see if we can do it. Let's go. So 14 million first. Oh, I forgot to reload. Oh, that was 15. That was actually 15. Did you guys see it? It was 15. I reset it. Oh, that was so quick. We are going to reset everything so you guys can see it one more time. You see the DPS right here. You see the NPCs here, sending the drone over there. I have the target here. We're going to keep it on here, so we're within those 15 meters. As you guys see, 0 to 15 meters, 25% crit hit damage. And we want to make sure everything's procced. I'm starting to build up the proc again for focus. For all of you guys who keep asking about this, and then I'll actually show you the full build so you can make sure you have the same amount of crit hit damage. All right, so we're going to build this up. We're going to send this over here. Perfect. It's going over there. So we have 0 DPS. So let's go. We got 13 million the first time. I forgot to reload. Every time I do it, I reset so that way you guys can see it. 12 million. 13 million. Forgot to reload. 15 million. There you go. So like I said, you guys can get 15 million with this. And I had a lot of people asking me. Now you got to remember, first to hit that 15 million, we have to hit those crits like I said. And all of it depends on everything proccing at once. If you guys have noticed, when I have everything proccing, that is when everything goes. That's with focus fully stacked for the 50% extra damage. That's making sure I have vigilance, which you should always have in the range. That's being within those 0 to 15 meters for the extra 25% crit hit damage. And then obviously with in sync, as long as my skill is hitting the target, I'm getting an extra 30% weapon damage. So 30% weapon damage, 30% skill damage. And that's why you're able to do this. And if you look at the crit hits, we have 53%, 167%. Now remember too, guys, you guys gotta remember something. I am fully maxed out here. So I'm getting an additional 10% weapon damage, 20% headshot damage, 20% crit hit damage, and 10% crit hit chance. So having a full stacked out watch at 1,000 is definitely going to help you. And that's how we're able with this build to do that. And the FAMAS rate of fire, and then you pair that up with the gunner class, right? Because the gunner class gives us that extra rate of fire, increases 5%, kill for 5 seconds. It's going to help, right? It's going to help a lot. It's going to make a big difference, especially with the RPM already at 900. Now this could probably be improved a little bit because my health damage isn't fully maxed out. But if you look, everything on my build is almost god rolled. There's a couple pieces that aren't, so it can definitely be improved. But you guys saw with this build, all red builds exactly like this, you guys should be able to hit that 15 million damage. Now remember, with the FAMAS, you're gonna have the 8-time scope, crit hit chance, and then the 20-round mag. And then you're gonna have pretty much red rolls, crit hit chance, crit hit damage on every single piece. The Coyote's mask, the Fenris, we're gonna have weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage mod. For the Cheska holster, weapon damage, crit hit chance. For the Foxbear knee pads, weapon damage to targets out of cover, critical hit damage. The contracted glove, same thing, weapon damage to armor, critical hit damage. And then obviously with the Grupo Sombra backpack, weapon damage, crit hit chance, critical hit damage, and critical hit damage. So that's how we're able to get everything, a full red build, 15 million DPS. Hopefully this cleared up, because I had a couple people asking me that. They're like, there's no way you guys were able to do this. It seems suspect, and I really just wanted to put this out because I feel like a lot of you guys still are, whether you guys are vets, new, some of you guys are just a little confused on the way some of these perks and talents work together. But hopefully this helps you guys out. All right, guys, wrap it up here. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out.